Ramble.
This episode of the TryPod is brought to you by DoorDash. Use code TryPod for 25% off your order of $15 or more. Also, thank you to Tushy, DoorDash, Best Fiends, MeUndies, and BetterHelp for sponsoring today's episode. Okay, but you know what I'm talking about? Because rice pilaf has the little rice, and then there's like these little ovals,
and
little
peas.
bonus rice.
Well, there's peas in there.
No, what are you talking about?
I feel like rice pilaf has peas.
Not standard.
Yeah, I think it has some sort of peas, or maybe those are the little ovals you're talking about.
I'm talking about boxed rice pilaf.
Do you think peas are ovals?
I'm talking about rice pilaf that you get in the box. That's the cheap stuff.
I feel like it has dehydrated peas.
I think
and
you're
then you
correct.
rehydrate the
With
peas.
the
Pretty sure it
sauce
has peas.
involves cooking the rice soaked in stock or broth, adding meat, spices, and other ingredients such as vegetables, employing some technique for achieving cooked grains that do not adhere.
Adhere.
I don't know.
To the
So
rules?
it's sort of like JV risotto.
Whoa. Good tweet, Ned.
That's a really...
Yeah, I should dust off the Twitter.
Pilaf is JV risotto. Eugene, thoughts?
Wait, Zach, are you saying you thought it was spelled pea loaf? Like a
No,
loaf
I
of
don't
peas?
think. They think.
Oh, okay.
No,
I came in late
no.
into
We
this
don't think
convo.
that. We
They think there's
that
peas
the
in
dish
pilaf.
contains peas.
I don't think it has to have peas.
I've never once had.
I think it
peas
just
in
needs
my
to be
pilaf.
flavored by some
Are you
sort
kidding?
of vegetable.
I'm going to
in it.
Google. I'm going to look at, and within the first 3 Google images, you know there's going to be peas.
Yeah,
Rice?
there's going to be peas.
Just to be clear,
Pilaf.
PILAF. That's
Yeah.
the same. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. No,
It
nobody
starts
thinks
with the
it's
word
P-E-A.
Well, PI.
P-E-A-L-O-A-F.
That would make me L.
Oh, look at it.
Pea
loaf.
loaf.
Yeah.
Yes. Both
Wow.
the second and third pilaf picture have peas.
okay,
This
you
is
get a
breaking.
silver and a bronze.
Breaking
and I get
news.
the gold.
And the fourth.
Fuck.
Yeah,
And the sixth.
you're
and
losing
the fifth.
the statistical argument.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to try it. Sounds great. I love peas.
Yeah.
There's sometimes I like peas and sometimes I don't, audience.
Talk on that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Speak on that, Keith.
Well, welcome to the TryPod. Today we're talking peas. In or out, 2022. No, it's just a normal episode of the TryPod, but we probably will talk about peas.
Is
Have
today
you guys
Christmas?
ever
Well, it's December.
blown peas with your mouth and hover them in the air? I used to do it all the time as a
sorry,
kid.
what?
So
Like-
check this
like-
out.
like a little
Check this
science
out.
experiment?
Imagine, vision yourself doing this. You take a pea, you put it on your lips, and then rather than having your head up and down, you tilt your head all the way back, so your face is facing the ceiling, and then you just gently blow like this.
Dude, that's hot.
And you're
Thank
hovering
you.
them?
And like a little science experiment, the pea will hover in the air if you can modulate the gentleness of your breath to be just enough to hover it, but not too much to blow it way up.
Listeners,
Wow.
wherever you are right now, I want you to grab a pea. If you're
Yeah.
driving on your way to work,
Right.
grab a pea.
Yeah.
I want you to lean all the way back
Yeah.
and try and make that pea hover.
Cover
yeah.
peas.
Should we do a roll call?
Roll
Yeah.
call.
Roll call.
Wait, is this the actual Christmas episode?
No, it's just coming out. It's just December. This comes out on Thursday.
Oh, this Thursday.
This Thursday, yeah.
Oh, so we're
happy
nowhere near
December
Christmas.
9th.
Not yet. Well, it's
everyone.
December. It's holiday seasons.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't accept that.
You don't accept a holiday season?
Well,
My Christmas
technically
tree's up.
it's Hanukkah season.
That's
Well, I
true,
think
Zach.
Hanukkah did
Yeah, back off my turf, you motherfucker.
Did Hanukkah end yesterday? Well, for us, it ends either yesterday or today.
I have no idea. Hanukkah's such a little slippery bitch.
It is all over
That's
the
a good
place.
tweet.
It happens
I only
between
know
ones.
because John Ossoff was tweeting the Happy Hanukkah days.
Thanks, John.
Oh,
Happy
yeah. It's like,
Hanukkah days?
like Honda.
Honda, was that a Happy Honda Days reference?
Hanukkah? Hanukkah days.
Why have none of the large car companies?
We've got 8 days of sales. Come on down to Chevy.
Yeah.
They do it for every other holiday. Why not Hanukkah? They do it for Arbor Day, the Arbor Day sale.
Drive
That's a
your
good
ass
point.
off with John Ossoff for
Right?
this Happy
Ooh.
Hanukkah Day.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what, as a Jew, it's tricky because Hanukkah follows a different calendar than the calendar that we have, so it's just all over the place. You never know when it's gonna be. It's like, whatcha, surprise Hanukkah. I'm never
Yeah,
ready
we had
for it.
Thanksgiving Hanukkah this year.
We had Thanksgiving Hanukkah.
Thanksgiving Hanukkah.
Go figure.
All right, turkey Hanukkah.
Turkica.
You put 8 little candles in your turkey and then a 9th to light the rest
that
of
would
them.
I mean,
be
that
adorable.
would be cute.
That would be cute. I would eat latkes at Thanksgiving.
Oh shit!
I would eat latkes at all holidays.
Yeah.
Supreme holiday
A
food.
strong way to prepare potatoes, and there's a lot of them. What's your top 5?
Oh,
Top 5 potato preparations.
Mash is obviously flying high.
Oh.
somewhere in the top 3.
Obviously.
I was
it has
gonna
to be
say,
number
You're
one.
gonna say
with peas
what?
in it, though, right?
mashed?
I mean, actually,
Yeah.
Are you serious? Mashed number 1?
Yes.
it's at least
No
number 2.
way.
Over French?
What do you have?
you mean
French fries.
French fries is a clear number 1.
Oh no, they're low.
But we're
French
thinking,
fries are low for
I thought
me.
you meant like a
What?
side dish.
I'd rather buy a second burger.
Just saying in general.
Over tater tots?
Well, I didn't say tater tots. I was
Okay,
talking
easy,
French
Zach.
fries.
Well, Ned, you
I'm
bring up a
talking
good
French fries
point.
over here. Tater
Fries
tots now, of
is
course.
pretty high,
I had
too.
tater tots last night.
Tater
But
tots
I'd-
are number 1, baby. I'm calling it.
Wow.
I thought we were
Number
talking about
one.
like holiday dish situation.
No, just in general.
Just in general, fry
general.
preparation.
Out of all potatoes?
Potato preparation.
I went big-eyed bird's
fries
eye
might
view.
be number 1.
Latkes are way up there for me.
Boiled
Latkes are
shrimp.
maybe number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over
Frozen.
French fries?
Yeah. I'll eat a frozen latke over a French fry.
Frozen?
From Trader Joe.
Out of the freezer?
Oh yeah. Cold as an ice pop.
You tell me.
Toss that in the air
hot
fryer.
McDonald's French fries.
Yeah, I
Not
mean
a
that's pretty
sponsor.
good. That's good. But a
But
latke
pretty good
Now,
fries.
brings me back to
For
Zach's roots.
consideration of the Midnight Society, hash browns.
Hash brown, yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Here's
you
the
gotta
thing about hash
rank them
browns.
somehow.
Yeah.
Hash
I love 'em.
browns are all over the place in terms of like how good they're going to be when you get them. I feel like.
Sure.
Like you can get the frozen, kind from McDonald's. It's delicious, amazing, like fried. You can get the diner ones, which sometimes are amazing. Sometimes they've decided no seasoning belongs on them and you have to season them yourself. Like it's too wide a margin, whereas mashed potatoes, they're always at least great.
Yeah, they're gonna hit.
They're always great. They may not be wonderful, stupendous, but
Yeah.
they're always great.
I think they've evolved into one of those dishes that you get judged on by other family members.
Oh yeah.
You know? Like
yeah.
if
Mashed.
you have subpar mashed potatoes, people will call you out on
I
it.
had some pretty hot mash at my Thanksgiving for sure.
Lumpy mash.
Yeah.
The
Wait,
fanciest-
do you like lumpier or do you like a little more on the
Whipped.
the creamy side?
wet mashed potatoes?
I like them.
wet.
I wouldn't mind a little chunk, but I don't want a lot of chunks. But I do leave the skins on in mine. Because
Oh, you're
the
a skins
I like
boy.
the skins in there.
And it depends.
good.
What is the chunk? What is the lump? Is it lumps of butter? Lumps of potato?
Cold
Those are
butter?
different lumps.
Probably potato.
You want lumps of butter
I
in your
don't.
mashed potatoes?
Well,
I've seen it.
some might.
Oh, hey, Jack, come on in. Thank
Jack?
you,
Hey,
Jack.
Jack's here.
Smoothie delivery.
You
for
ordered a
Zachary.
green smoothie?
Thank you so
Wow.
much, Jack. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Jack.
that. Thank
Wow.
you.
What you ordered a smoothie?
Zach, do you have enough for the rest of the
smoothie?
Can
class?
I grab a bucket of fried chicken?
I ordered a smoothie at the Second Try Kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Jack delivered. I'm just going to do one of these. Going to blow the...
Right at Keith's face.
Whoa.
Wow. Blew the
That was a good
straw.
that was a
It
good
made
one.
a good
top
sound.
of the straw right at Keith's
Every
face.
time I try that, it doesn't work.
Let's talk about green smoothies, Zach.
Okay.
Do you feel like this makes you shit your pants, or you feel like it's gonna make you healthy?
Neither, my friend. So...
Wait, can we just let you just put that straw in one more time? It made a much
God.
better sound the first time.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Really
because
was
it did
struggling.
the
Yeah,
food.
the
All
classic.
right, here we go.
Oh, that was
Yeah, we
really
like that.
good.
We like
Let
that.
me try it.
It's so dark green, it's almost like blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like this segment.
It's called Zach's Smoothie. This episode's gonna be called Zach's Smoothie.
Silently drink a
Isn't this the
and
first
say,
time the four of us have all
yum.
been back together in maybe over a year? So we've only been talking about, what have we talked about?
Mundane
Peas,
food.
potatoes, and Zach's green juice.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you
It's
know
not
what?
a
Didn't
green
someone
juice.
say there was a roll call happening right now? 'Cause
Roll
we also
call.
have the most people, I think, in the
Oh,
studio
yeah.
that we've ever had before.
That's true.
Keith.
Ned.
Smoothie boy.
Eugene.
Miles.
And then also, Ned, you have a couple special guests.
I brought my friends and family.
The live studio
no,
audience.
it's,
Well, you brought
we
one
got a
friend
live
and one
studio-
family.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's right.
My friend and
it's-
family.
We got a live studio audience today. My dad is here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's the
And
soundboard? Where's the
also-
soundboard? No, that one. The audience one. The big clap.
Not the horn.
Miles.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Like somebody turned
It's
the
my
shower on.
dad's. It's my dad's birthday today.
Oh,
Happy
birthday.
What would you like Jack to bring you?
You want my
green
smoothie?
We could have Jack bring you a cake.
We're good.
That's
what
really
what
good.
type of cake? Chocolate.
Oh,
Okay.
Last time your dad was here, I feel like I talked about something really inappropriate, and he was
did,
sitting
yeah,
next to
you
me.
did.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yeah.
And then we also have my buddy Eric, who is my best friend, the best man at my wedding, neighbor growing up. I've known him for 33 years.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long, that's a long ass time.
That is a
Only
long
'cause,
time.
I'm a year.
What were you guys doing at the age of 1?
They don't remember. Don't just partying. Just
Can you really truly know
two buds
someone
in
at
a
that
stroller.
age?
Yeah, can you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
You
know
ever,
them?
you ever seen two like babies just vibing?
Yes.
Sometimes babies just they get along. They're like, yeah, these babies are chill. They're both like looking at this train.
Yeah.
They're into it.
They're both looking at this train.
Later on, Eric will tell an embarrassing story about me.
That's
and,
hot.
And
Yeah.
I think I'll leave the room.
Oh,
shit.
I like that.
Yeah,
no
I like that.
defense.
Talk about.
Ooh, I like
that.
that.
Or maybe we'll just tape Ned down.
Oh God.
We'll. I feel like there's been a lot of accusations and slander in this episode, and I'd like to just set the record straight. This is not a green juice.
Oh.
This is, in fact, a smoothie. It just has an overabundance of kale. That wasn't my choice. That was just what was on the menu. Thank you. You trying to figure out the perfect gift for your family? Well, Hello Tushy Bidets. Yes, they are an excellent gift for your eco-conscious cousin, your neat freak sister, your farty McFarterson dad, and frankly, anyone who poops. We all deserve a better clean while contributing to a healthier planet. I thought that I knew what it was like to be clean. I didn't. Tushy saved my life. I look forward to every poop. Stop spreading your business around your butthole with toilet paper. Start washing with Hello Tushy. The Hello Tushy Bidet washes your bum with fresh water for a way better clean than toilet paper. It's a simple spray and pat dry. Join the millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now who take care of their Yule logs the dignified way. Give the gift of a clean bum to yourself or a loved one this holiday season and get 10% off plus free shipping right now at hellotushy.com/tryguys. Tag us and at HelloTushy on social media so we can celebrate your clean bum. That's hellotushy.com/tryguys for 10% off and free shipping.
Gotcha.
I'd also like to address something.
Please, yeah.
Keith, I think
Yeah, dress down, Keith.
I think frozen peas with butter, always amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
But they got to be frozen.
Whoa.
Let me out.
They got to just put them in a pot with butter. And it's like just the one thing that I think the British do really well.
You're
is the
talking
side
like-
of peas.
Stir, like on the stovetop?
You never cook peas, Zach?
I've never once in my life.
I believe that.
Frozen peas and butter.
Frozen peas and butter,
I
baby.
believe you.
Yeah.
So Becky always puts peas in our pesto pasta, and I'm like, I don't want peas in that.
Oh, it's
I
so
don't want that. And
good.
she's like, but I like it. It's like, but I don't. I mean, sometimes I like it. I like it in fettuccine alfredo. Not that I can ever eat that anymore. But I don't think pesto needs peas. Discuss.
Wow.
Maybe she just likes alliteration.
It's a secret healthy item. Like she's trying to hide it in the greens.
Peas have flavor.
Good tweet.
They have a lot of flavor. That's why I don't want them in my pesto. They go in
conflict.
there and they
I
change
think
the flavor.
I think they elevate it. I think it's great. I mean, datenightcookbook.com. We have
Are there peas in your pesto?
a pea pesto with pea tendrils.
Pea
recipe.
tendrils.
Piss flavored.
They're like little,
Pea tendrils are different than peas.
yeah, they are different than
They're
peas.
dope.
Yeah,
What's
that has
going on
both
with
in it.
that tendril?
They're like little, like leafy, like small, tiny little. Imagine a tiny piece of lettuce.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like that way better.
Don't they look like a little 4-leaf clover almost, but like a 2-leaf clover?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're weird little fuckers.
Keith,
Yeah.
I will agree with you. I don't think I would want peas in my pesto pasta.
Yeah.
I'd rather have chicken.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Or like,
Or like a sun-dried tomato.
I was going to say sun-dried tomato.
sun-dried tomato.
Right.
That's good.
Well, because the pea is kind of
Artichoke?
like, it gives it a texture, but it also kind of, it just like is similar to the pesto
It
flavor.
gives that brightness, that acidity.
Yeah, artichoke
that
Yeah.
breaks
is good.
through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Yum.
say you shouldn't buy the cookbook then.
I just got my copy last week.
Now,
it
Eugene,
great?
speaking of delicious, you were at the BTS concert recently with Keith.
yummy,
yeah.
yummy butter. Yummy,
Smooth like
yummy.
butter.
Whoa.
Like criminal undercover.
Wait, how was it?
Oh,
It
it
was
was
incredible.
mind-blowing. Incredible.
It was
Wow.
the most things my eyes have seen happening concurrently that I know as a producer of entertainment involved, like each thing I saw would take 150 people to make.
Wow.
And I saw probably 150 things at once all the time. It
One-
was
Yeah.
so intense.
So for some background, BTS's Permission to Dance tour was just about 4 nights at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, which is a new stadium, and it's enormous.
Enormous.
It seats so many people. And the other thing that you should know is that Keith and I, we purposely got like higher up suite seats because it's one away from just the main crowds.
Yeah.
But also at a lot of K-pop style concerts, I think this is happening at many concerts now, but especially K-pop, fans buy for like $75 one of those light up sticks. And those light up devices are programmed to do very specific.
Wow.
Basically, like it's all like digitally programmed to
They
work with the
become
music.
a
become
screen.
part of the
Yeah, they become
show.
like
Basically,
part of
the
the
whole
show.
arena becomes a screen,
Whoa.
and each light is a pixel.
Yeah. So looking down on it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
an
it's
amazing
not
view.
easy to do a show that fills a stadium, and it from your guys' stories, like they really use that whole canvas.
And you know how like sometimes like most artists they have like a little catwalk of sorts that goes like 30 feet and then there's another stage. Their catwalk went to the 50-yard line. So every time that they came from the beginning to the middle, they were going 150 feet.
Holy shit.
They were going 150 feet every time they went from the back part of the stage to the center of the arena.
And so
Yeah.
they situated themselves in one end zone, and then like the entire, like 80% of the stadium was filled.
yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And it was so incredible. And the every bit of the floor was a screen. The screen behind them obviously had a million things going on. They had so many fun pre-programmed effects. What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite moment? I have a favorite moment.
I personally really liked the remix of their song Idol, and the visuals were crazy because they did this sort of like Photoshop theme. But I also really there are certain songs they have that are already very turned up, and then the remixes are just turned super high for this concert. And I don't know. I think it was just like a really well choreographed show that everyone was. It's rare that you're in a place where you could tell everyone's just a mega fan. I mean, they really are the Beatles of our generation.
They're such a mega fan that everyone around us, which obviously was mostly 15 to 25-year-old girls, was filming the whole concert. Not just like I'm talking the whole concert. They never put their phone down. Some people even put their phones perched to just film the whole concert from their vantage point. It was constant, and also like before the show even started, girls were crying. Just because a song came on that they knew they were going to hear later again live performed. They were just playing music videos before it, and
Oh
people
my
were just
gosh.
crying.
Wow.
And it was very cool, and it was like very sweet. I think a girl near us was fully having her sexual awakening. She was kind of losing it. It was kind of hilarious. It was just so magical and cool to see people who care so much about something getting to experience it. It was. And I've never seen like a super band. Like I never have seen an NSYNC or a Britney Spears. I've never seen a super act.
Well, and by the
live.
way, you've never seen anything like this because there's never been anything like
There's
this.
never been anything like this.
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to go. It was very sad. You guys know I'm a little BTS fanboy over here. I took Maggie's family on a vacation. I got multiple tweets every single day asking if I was going to this show from the Army. It is with great shame and dishonor that I say no. I didn't. But I was very happy to live vicariously through you guys. Eugene was texting me, teasing me for many hours, telling me that he was going. It was very sweet. He's like, now don't hate me. So first question, how was Jimin?
Oh, he was-
Jimin was very cute
So dope.
and, in fact, very sensually playing with the audience. He was one of the most flirtatious when it came to his close-ups.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yeah. He had
Oh my gosh.
amazing hair throughout the show.
the whole show. They just oscillate between being super, super fucking hot and then adorably shy. And they'll just turn on a dime. It'd be like very, very hot. And then, anyway, I'm just so excited to be here and see all of you.
It's quite literally Asian culture.
It's so fun.
I do have one bone to pick with the world,
Oh, shit.
which is whenever I post anything about K-pop now, there's a lot of young people who are like, how does this guy get to do this or know about this before I get to do it? And they're 12. And I'm like, listen, I am actually Korean, and I've been listening to K-pop since the 90s. And if you don't remember, 7 years ago, I was literally introducing K-pop to every single
That's right.
person I knew, including colleagues. And all I would say was like, y'all just wait. There's going to be a band that's going to break through and be the biggest shit in the world. And it ended up being BTS.
Right.
But it was so funny because no one listened to me. They're just like, all right, here's some like weird Korean music Eugene keeps playing for everyone.
listen.
Y'all listen.
Listen.
We did.
But damn, now everyone's just like, oh yeah, of course. Like this is the biggest thing in the world. But I just kept, I was like,
BTS, yeah, from
in
the
my
car
crystal
commercial.
ball, I was like, guys, you guys have to get into K-pop because K-pop's going to be the biggest shit in the world. And everyone was like, I don't get it. There's too many people. It's too crazy.
But it's
too
not in
colorful.
English.
Yeah,
for
it's
the
not in
most
English,
part.
but it's changed.
Sometimes it is.
Some of it is.
Crazy how much this shit has changed in the past 10 years. But
BTS Super Bowl halftime show 2023. What do you guys think?
I would be so
Possible?
down.
They're almost too
happening
big for it.
They're almost too big.
I think they're too big.
Yeah.
I also hope, like, I don't know if that's the right audience for them.
Yeah.
I want it to be a
Certainly
receptive
isn't, but to me,
audience.
it's the definition of super
Dude,
mainstream.
Fox would have a fucking field. The Super Bowl used to be about America. These Koreans come in and take over our pastime. I went super southern with that. Yeah, I love that.
I think that was
Yeah,
mostly correct.
I could see the Chiron.
Okay, question 2.
Okay.
I was gonna text you guys and ask you to buy me merch, but I imagine that the merch line was just out of fucking control. Like it's like I liked you too much as friends to send you on that journey.
So-
but how was the merch?
Fans actually lined up at midnight the night before
I
their
read
actual
about
show
this.
To get merch.
to be at the
At
front
SoFi.
to buy merch that opened up like in the afternoon
yeah,
the
at
next
4.
day. So they were waiting over 12 hours in the
My
cold
God.
to just get the first merch
Jack?
because
Come on back.
I'll tell you, the merch that we saw, there were at the end of our concert, because ours was the last night, at the end of the thing, there was merch, but it was not the cool merch anymore. It was fine, unfortunately. But all the good merch was gobbled up.
Yeah.
Just gobbled up and gone.
yeah, my friend Irene who went with us, it was her third show out of the 4 to 5 shows.
Whoa!
Yeah, she's a true super fan.
Way to go, Irene.
Yeah, but also Korean, so it was nice because being Korean, that was the most sweet thing. Myself with another Korean person, like we're older, so we grew up having to deal with people like making fun of us for being Asian. We were the ugly ones in school, and then to have all of these American kids sing Korean next to us, it's an insane experience. Like we were almost near tears half the time. She's like, "Isn't this wild?" Because we were hated when we were young, and now. And I kept repeating like, man, if I was born 15 years later, I'd be such a dick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because I'd be like, oh, it's cool. It's the Korean kid in school. Instead of like, oh, it's the Korean kid in school. Get him.
Right.
And I'd be like, oh, it's the Korean kid in school. Get it. Yeah.
That's really cool. That wouldn't have occurred to me, but that must have been so moving and special. And this is like, so people, if you don't understand, playing SoFi Stadium 5 nights in a row?
Something like that.
Yeah.
5 or
Or
6.
five
I can't
five
remember where
nights,
they
whatever
started.
the total is.
It was
That
so
is
many nights.
the biggest thing that you can do in music. There's not like that is the tippy top. I saw Harry Styles a couple like weeks ago, and that was also incredible. He sold out the Forum. He did a couple nights there, but SoFi is like fucking. That means you are the top of music.
70,000 people.
The newest stadium in the world.
Yeah, the
So
Super
it's
Bowl's-
also a
the
big,
Super Bowl's gonna be there this
important
year.
Oh,
place
wow.
to play,
Yeah.
right? It's the newest place.
Yeah.
It's the only place with the technology available that's the most current technology for you to utilize for your show, which is amazing. It was so
Costs
fun,
like
and I
$5
could
billion,
tell like
something
it was
like that.
mostly. It was very dominated by Asian Americans. I knew people had flown in. There were Asian Canadians as well. There were people like some girl said, I flew in from Canada because it was only in LA. And it was clear that, and so cool, that all of these people get to see someone who looks like them and see like they are the coolest people in the world right now. And it was like clearly emotionally affecting for all these people. And it was very cool to see and experience.
Did you guys get mobbed?
No, because we were in our little secret upstairs area. And then we left during the last song, and we missed the Coldplay song, which everyone was like, you missed the best part of the concert. And I said, no, we didn't.
You like
I'm
Coldplay?
sorry, but even if you like Coldplay is not the best part of a BTS concert.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, other nights got surprised by like Megan Thee Stallion.
That
which
would have been incredible.
Megan the Stallion
Yeah,
did a
yeah,
thing
she
with
popped
Just
up on
twerking on
stage.
BTS.
Yeah.
That's rad.
I'm not even kidding. That's
That's
so
so
it sounds like a
fucking
blast. I wish we had seen that.
Maybe in the future we'll do like a K-pop dedicated episode. There's a very
Yeah.
fascinating history behind it that I'm like super involved in thinking about, like exactly how this went from like 0 people being aware of Korean culture to everyone consuming it. So yeah, there's some really interesting parts of history that play into why BTS is so popular.
Yeah.
Well, get this. So I was on vacation with Maggie's family. We were in Mexico, and we were feeling jealous. We were like, fuck, the guys why did we do this? Why did we go away? We should have just flown back. Fuck your family. And so we were thinking about it, and we didn't. But we're like, you know what? Maybe there's gonna be a cool concert here. We're by Puerto Vallarta. That's a big city. So we go online, and we're like, what concerts are coming in? And I look, and I see and it's Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie. And I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing. They're both at the height of their talent and career. But I was like, you know what? That's cool. And then we look at the fine print, and it says Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie, performed by Kevin. And it's just some fucking guy
named Kevin
doing a night of covers. And that was the best concert that we could have had. So we didn't go. We didn't go see.
You didn't
Kevin.
go see Kevin?
We didn't go see Kevin.
Kevin! He's headlining.
I don't know if Kevin's covering Stevie and Lionel. He must be really good.
He must
Better be good.
Yeah, he better be good.
He better be good.
There's nothing more annoying in this world than getting home from your grocery store and realizing you forgot that one thing. But guess what? DoorDash is here. You already use DoorDash to get food. Sometimes you don't want to cook, you get it. But now DoorDash can also get the grocery essentials you need too. Your drinks, your snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is easy. You open the DoorDash app, you choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting. You can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from them big old chains. You know, sometimes you gotta get Popeyes. For a limited time, you can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TryPod. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TryPod. Don't forget, that's code TryPod for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you know that we are obsessed with playing Best Fiends year-round. But I especially love playing Best Fiends during the holiday season. It's the perfect pick-me-up when I need a break from all that holiday action. You know Best Fiends. It's the fun game with the critters. You match, you catch your bugs. I got a bug named Miles. I've been watching him grow up. It's like my son. It has it all. Okay, it's got the amazing storyline. It's got collectible fiends and a ton of fun puzzles. You can't put it down. It's quite possibly the best puzzle game out there. You can play anywhere. You got no Wi-Fi? No problemo. Best Fiends, wherever, whenever, if you want, with the offline mode. That makes it great for your flight home. So even if the holiday travels take you off the beaten path, don't worry. You could still be fiending. Not to brag, but I'm pretty far along. I'm at level 202. And still, Fiends has literally thousands of levels with more added all the time. So there's always a fresh challenge whenever you pick it up. Download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
What was the BTS of your generation, would you say?
The Big Pop.
The big pop group.
Big Pop super band.
The Beatles, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a corollary. It's just they're
It's international.
Because the Beatles was the first like international group that stretched over oceans and everyone was hyper aware of them, and they didn't have the internet back then, so it was like especially impressive that
Beatles. I think are you guys watching Get Back? Did you
Yeah,
watch
you guys watched
the
that?
Apple
I haven't
doc?
watched it yet.
I watched
It's
a little
wild.
bit of it. It was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
It's both
Kind of tough to get through.
boring and like it's very shapeless, but also the most deeply fascinating thing. Like you need to be a Beatles fan, but it's just fly on the wall. Their creative process for 8 hours.
I mean that part was. There's one part where you kind of see them making the song "Get Back" in real time.
It's
And you're just
crazy.
like,
You'll
whoa,
love that
this
shit.
is
You should watch that clip.
insane.
Yeah,
he's literally just humming and he's like,
oh yeah, I saw that
and like
clip.
just strumming, and then all of a sudden, out of thin air, Get Back is created, and it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
But like that, I think that's a good corollary, and it's the closest we have because of like the wave of Beatlemania. This thing came from overseas, and the hysteria around it. That's the wrong word. The intense fandom where people were fainting, like that is new. But as far as like musically and culture, they're just their own thing. I don't know. I don't really know how you compare BTS to anything else.
What was the first version of like people being mega fans of something?
Like stan culture?
Yeah, was it
Probably
like?
Elvis.
Yeah, probably like Gladiators.
No, I was thinking like, was it like,
like internet
like an
stan?
illustrious warrior who came back and they're like, whoa, it's Spartacus, he's so awesome.
I think
People got mad when I just started talking about the Caesar thing a couple podcasts ago. So
Julius?
yeah, Julius.
Caesar salad.
No, I mean, well, because like in ancient times, a lot of the intense fandoms were like through like how could you like promotionally write about yourself? And like part of the reason why Caesar like became such a big thing is like he kind of wrote this like memoir that is like very much like from the point of view of like himself.
I'm so dope.
Like, and this is how dope it was.
Right. Well, people stand to Jesus.
No, a lot did.
I guess that's a good point. Not to leave
They had 12 really big fans. And then a lot of other people were like kind of into him, but also afraid to be into him at the time.
His merch was not ideal. Yeah.
Didn't have good merch. He had a line of sandals that didn't go anywhere.
I think though, like 12 back then is pretty good.
It's not bad.
Pre-internet?
It's not bad. Because they were, they were kind of like fish heads, right? They went wherever he performed.
Fish heads is not a bad name for the Jesus fandom.
Yeah.
They followed him every time, and he was like, "I'm just performing by this tree." I'm like, "I'll be there. I'll be there. Which story are you telling? Which one? The one of your birth? Love that one."
Well, I mean, he was also like highly performative. I mean, there was no like
he did magic
back in the day. You just like tilled the field and then probably raised a baby, and then there's this guy being like, "Hey, guess what? One fish, 1,000 fish.
One fish. He was doing redfish.
Water,
wine.
Yeah.
Party time."
So this thing is crazy. Jesus' disciples, most people don't know this. They would buy these little fans, and then while Jesus was talking, they would stand around him, and they would be like a show in and of themselves. They would hold up different shapes. They become a screen.
People did do some crazy stuff for him. They did lay down a bunch of palm leaves so he didn't have to walk on the dirty ground once.
Really? Yeah. Just once?
Yeah, just once. I'm not kidding. And once they did that, and then he like got there and he washed someone else's feet, and they were like, "You can't, Jesus, don't do that." And he's like, "No, it's cool.
It's cool now.
We're equal."
Mr. Rogers did that.
He was a cool guy. Someone was
also wash your feet.
tweeting me the other day about my how Jesus is a Slytherin wizard who just fooled us all. That's mythos that was from a previous podcast, and I was like, "That's real. I need to go re-listen to that."
That was our idea?
Yeah, I think it was something, and I think it was when I was playing the Miles.
Oh yeah.
Of the episode, and I kept talking about evil wizard Jesus and how he was a Slytherin who he did all these cool tricks to make us think he was the son of God. He was just an evil wizard.
Yeah.
It's weird that there are things that we've said and done that are more memorable to people than they are to us.
Yeah.
I was out of control that day.
Well, speaking of headlines about cool stuff, about cool stuff that we did, I prepared a really good segment that's going to be so good.
Miles, we'd love to hear it.
Hey, thanks, man. Okay, so on TikTok, you hear TikTok? You know about TikTok?
I know what that.
I heard about it.
Yeah, you heard about it? So there's a great...
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Eugene.
Eugene's upset. So there's a great...
You're not making us react to TikTok.
No, not today, not today.
Okay.
Well, unless you want me to.
Yeah.
Although, you guys on Bing Bong TikTok? You don't know what that is?
Wait, is it the dead character from Inside Out?
Inside
No,
Out.
It's not important. Everybody in the comments is going to go wild for this.
Is it the thing Lil Nas X did with all his famous friends?
No, but that was fun. No, okay, so there's this guy, Jacob Cablet 17, who had a great segment that we're just going to steal, but check him out, Jacob Cablet 17. Nope, I'm pointing on the screen. No, none's there. You guys looking back at me? Okay, nope. Nothing's there. Looking back at me.
Why do we have this big screen? You keep
Well, it's a painting right now. But he had this great thing on TikTok where he was making... BuzzFeed headlines out of historical events. Ooh. And so I have a list of great historical events that we're going to make BuzzFeed-esque clickbait headlines for.
Oh, that's fun.
And sort of discuss, what's going to be the most clickable of these trending historical topics.
I mean,
Something we all
studied
want to
this
do.
shit, so I'm ready.
I know you guys, you know this stuff, right?
You're uniquely positioned.
You know
to do
the
this.
world. Mm-hmm. Okay, to start off, Marilyn Monroe JFK cheating scandal.
8 pictures that show Marilyn Monroe and JFK's relationship is goals.
Yeah, that's good.
I meant put in cheating relationship is goals. We all wish we could cheat that hard.
Yeah, that's really nice.
13 other affairs that will get you saying, yes, queen.
Really good stuff. Definitely gonna click on that. So did Marilyn Monroe for real hook up with JFK? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Marilyn Monroe's dope.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. People, because everyone thinks of her as just the dumb blonde, but she was so smart. She hung out with philosophers
I only
and
have
cool people.
really dirty, awful titles going through my head.
Yeah.
That really, I don't know if they're appropriate or not.
Well, we can cut them out or bleep them. That's going to make for a really good episode.
not just steam vents. See what else is up Marilyn Monroe's dress this week.
That's really good.
Oh God.
That's like the BuzzFeed headline as if it were published in the 60s.
Yeah.
Read all about it.
Not just steam vents anymore, folks. JFK.
Brain's
Too
just not
thinky,
that
Milo.
It's too thinky.
It's
You
too
know what?
thinky.
Here's a good one. The Wright brothers flying a plane for the first time.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Period. Oh, gee, what the fuck is that?
It's like what else? No one saw it. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
it's in the air and it's a machine.
That is crazy.
Brothers, where are they from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
I think.
Brothers from North Carolina finally get something right. Take to the skies.
Really good. Take it to the skies.
Pretty good.
It is pretty crazy they did that, huh?
It was
It
fucking
is
nuts at the
really
time.
crazy.
It was unbelievable. You see the shitty flying machines people had invented before? They were awful. There were some that like did this. They were like,
They're like flapping like a bird.
That would have been you.
I would have loved to
I
have been
think-
an early air engineer
I
just
think
guessing.
in
Yeah.
another life, Keith would have been coming up with goofy ways to figure out flying, and he would have failed spectacularly.
Oh, beautifully.
It would have been so beautiful.
Meet the brothers who are literally flying a plane.
Literally.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is a good actually good point, Keith. Who would you guys all be if you were in when was flights invented?
When was flights
Like,
invented?
In
When
the
was
early
flights?
20th century.
Yeah.
Early
like
20th century,
1912,
1912. Yeah, so if you were then instead of because obviously YouTube.
Which aviation pioneer are you?
Yeah.
Answer
Wait,
these
was it
16
19
fast food questions to find out.
It must have been earlier than 1912 because there's no way we went from inventing planes to having bombers immediately. Must have been late 1800s.
You're right. It must have been late 1800s.
I don't know.
I don't know. We're pretty
because otherwise
we're pretty
they would
good at
have
putting
used
guns
them in
on
World
stuff
War
quick.
One.
1871.
In World War One, all they had was like Zeppelins. And
They did. No, I
They
saw
had planes?
1917.
1903 was the name.
That movie.
Yeah, they had
1917.
planes.
There's a plane crash.
Oh,
There's a plane.
1903 was when they first did the flight thing.
well,
The
shit.
Wright brothers, guys.
The Wright brothers.
Those boys.
The Wright
How
brothers.
old were they?
I think they were young. I mean, everybody died back then, like
Yeah.
pretty early.
No,
so,
not. I mean, it's like 50 something.
well, they
like
were
that.
born in 1871, and they were like
Yeah.
33.
Should we fly some like old ass planes?
Try guys fly
That seems terrifying.
rudimentary planes.
Okay, I
We
had a
should get
real idea.
Quasi to take us up.
Yeah, Crazy flies.
Yeah.
He has a pilot's thing.
He's working on it.
almost there.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Every time he comes to film with us, we have our office. He has his office. And we're like, Quasi, coming out there. He's like, no, man, I'm studying. And we're like, oh, what are you? And he's studying for his airline test.
Really?
Yeah, he
that's
just-
so cool.
And he loves it. He's so happy. And we'll get him on to talk about it sometime. I don't even know
Yeah.
why or how he decided to do that.
Wes and I went on a plane flight, and the pilot was all super nice and like let him kind of come up and look at all the buttons. Have you guys ever been in a plane cockpit? There's so many buttons. There's probably over 1,000 buttons, and each of them do something, and you probably have to know what each of them does.
wow.
You probably.
Probably, yeah. Some you can just let autopilot take over.
Probably.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite button?
What?
In life. Oh, my favorite button? The start.
Podcast ends right there.
My favorite button. I have a favorite button in life. It's the button that starts a game of pinball. That's after you put your coins
nice
in
one.
and that little flashing button, you get to play pinball after you hit that button, and that's a pretty darn good button for me.
I like that missing button that Corduroy the bear was trying to find.
Remember him?
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he find it? Yeah, he found
Yeah,
it.
he
It's a
found
kid's
one.
book. Yeah.
He
I
got
remember
fucked
that
up, though,
vividly.
right? He lost fur.
Here's what
Buzz?
Corduroy the bear looks like now.
old yet?
You won't believe it.
He lost one of his buttons on his
Yeah.
overalls.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
a girl find him and take him home and sew him a new button at the end because he can't
Probably.
find a button because everyone else needs their button?
I mean, it's probably going to be adapted into a movie at some point because they're already doing Clifford
I'm
the Big Red
surprised it
Dog.
hasn't.
Clifford the Big Red Dog movie looks crazy.
He's so big and
It's
red.
too
It
big.
was.
You saw it?
You saw it?
You saw it?
Yeah, we
yeah.
had Wes over and the
Oh.
Fulmers, and we watched the first.
The
half of it.
Habsburger had a G-rated movie night.
Okay, so
Whoa.
first
G
question,
stands for pretty good.
how big and red was Clifford?
He was pretty. It was like the size of a school bus.
He got big too fast. IMO.
it was
What
like
do you mean?
it was like an overnight magic.
Wait, so
thing.
was he born typical puppy size?
Yeah.
And then he got huge?
He was born as an ordinary puppy, and then the power of love transforms him overnight to be a size of
He
a
was
school
bought
bus.
from like a circus man.
It was not
I'm
nuclear.
sorry. What kind of fucking message is that for kids? And then they go, "Mommy, why am I not big?" Well, to me, because I don't love you enough.
No, only
that's
this
a good
dog.
point.
Only this dog
dog.
has that.
The dog.
and because he's red. But I wish that the dog had just grown over the course of a week, so
Yeah.
they could have dealt with the larger versions of him slowly.
yeah.
It just seems like
that
a
would
missed
have been
opportunity.
better for the characters, but it was pretty funny to wake up in their giant dog. They had to deal with those consequences.
That's true.
In
It was
a quite hilarious
immediately
way.
difficult.
Sounds like you
Yeah.
liked it.
I like some things,
I like something.
There's some good moments.
but the dog is 100% CGI, and I wish that occasionally there was a real dog on screen.
Probably
because-
the best is just somebody in a Zorb and the dog just like punting.
Oh yeah, that
them,
was fun.
just-
That was a good sequence.
It is somehow already the end of 2021, which means we're roasting chestnuts instead of friends. And this is a time of year where we spend hours, days, or even months trying to find the best gifts for our favorite people. Lucky for you, Buster. MeUndies is back with the ultimate gift guide so you can save time and focus on going home for the holidays with the coziest gifts ever. I love MeUndies. Their underwear is incredible. Their pajama pants are sublime. I don't know what their secret is. There's some fabric that they've discovered that, like, why isn't everything in the universe not made from this? I get a MeUndies package every month, new pair of underwear. Me and Maggie can match. Yeah, we're cute like that. And you can get your festive on with the new MeUndies holiday collection. MeUndies has a little something for everybody on your list. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchases, you're going to get 15% off and free shipping right to your door. Your days of fighting for your life in the mall parking lot are over. To get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/tryguys. That's MeUndies.com/tryguys. Good time. Yeah.
We should review more G-rated movies.
Wait, so he's still a puppy technically when he's
Yes,
huge?
yes,
So
yes.
does that imply the sequel he's going to be like the size of the Empire State Building?
Good point.
Are they
Good
going to neuter
point.
him?
Wow.
Well, it just
'Cause I'll watch
a lot of
that.
people need to love him.
If they neuter
No, he's saying
Clifford,
because he'll grow.
where his balls
He'll just
the
naturally
normal,
grow.
The normal.
Miles asked an important question that the ramifications of which are terrifying.
are they
about
going to neuter Clifford? His
Better hope
balls are
he's
gonna be
already neuter, or
big.
else that long
That's
he's
he's gonna
knocking
his
into buildings.
fucking pink red rocket is gonna be building's over. Clifford's red rocket. People don't talk about it enough.
a genuine rocket.
Yeah, a genuine rocket.
Yeah.
We're going to need a bigger knife.
The tragedy of
I
Clifford.
can't imagine like a team of 30 vets.
Yeah.
Someone's got to neuter Clifford.
A crane.
The team from Armageddon comes in. Bruce Willis is on a rocket.
That's the sequel.
Yeah.
10 unlikely scenes coming up in the sequel to Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Do you think Clifford's a tragic character?
Because he's so big.
Well, think about this, okay? Think about things that dogs love. Belly rubs. He'll never have a rub
Wow.
that can satisfy that belly. Playing with other doggos. He'll never
murder
find
them
an
all.
equal. He'll murder them all.
They'll murder them all. Dogs are a little too aggressive sometimes and they accidentally kill stuff. And I would say a dog the size of a house would do that.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it is
Pumping?
sad. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of the childhood story characters are inherently tragic for some reason. I think that's Paddington.
He's a sad guy.
Well, because he doesn't have his family. He's supposed to be in Peru, and he like gets stranded in London. He does get basically adopted, but he's also like thinking about his aunt in the jungle because that's where brown bears obviously live.
The jungle.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the storybook characters have sort of a tragic backstory.
But then Aunt Lucy comes to see London.
It's like how a
Spoiler
lot of
alert.
children's stories always write an orphan as a protagonist
Yeah.
because it's a very easy like arc to then
Right.
wrap something up in a bow for
Babies
kids.
understand
Someone
parents.
doesn't have family.
And they
Gets
understand
family.
that it would be sad to not have parent.
Yes.
I don't know if this is a fucked up thing to admit, but when I was a kid, I had like orphan fantasies because all the media that I watched, people were orphans. I'm like, man, that'd be so sick. So like whenever I played make believe, we were like, all right, cool, and I have no family. Cool, my parents are dead too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you wanted
Slightly
an
problematic.
orphan because you would make you the protagonist of a cool story.
I just loved It Takes Two, man. And
Well, they have.
Wow.
They're certainly usually the leads in most of. I mean, even in Marvel movies, like there's a lot of moms that don't exist or were killed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like name a character with a mom.
I can't. I can't name one.
I mean,
Can't do that.
I guess the wasp did, but then she always thought she was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she ended up not being dead, but she was just stuck in a different dimension.
She was essentially dead.
Have you guys seen that really horrifying fan of image of Christopher Robin and the 100 Acre Wood characters? It's like Christopher Robin, and it's like this retelling of a dark where Christopher Robin kills 6 kids in the woods. And like to deal with the trauma of that, he invents these characters of Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and the rest.
Seems kind of interesting.
Cool art in the movie. Yeah, it seems kind of fun.
There's the prevailing theory, although it's not necessarily what the author intended, that his imagination, all the characters are just extensions of some mental neuroses that he has. So like Eeyore is his depression.
Seems like a little, like we're kind of like going out on a limb there with those two theories.
Very Tumblr.
We like to fantasize darkness in our lovely, happy characters. There's one about the Rugrats that's like that.
That one's dark.
Oh, that all the kids are
people
dead.
love making things dark and spooky.
Well,
Do
Eeyore was always dark, though.
he is?
Yeah.
Poor Eeyore.
We stan.
Stan
he
Eeyore. Eeyore was
definitely
my
is
favorite.
working through something.
Yeah. He's always trying to build his little stick. His little stick hut, and it gets blown over.
100 Acre Woods casting. Who's who? Out of the 4 of you.
Wow. Well, Ned is
Shotgun
probably
Tigger.
Tigger, right?
Yeah, Ned would be Tigger. I guess you would have to be Piglet.
What?
You probably would be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
Keith.
Sick.
I think so.
Oh, I do like honey.
Yeah, you would be Winnie the Pooh.
Are you Christopher Robin?
Nah, I think I'd be Eeyore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or who's that rabbit guy?
Rabbit?
Nah, but Rabbit's like always.
Rabbits?
He's like finicky.
Or Owl.
I guess Rabbit's also.
Rabbit
Yeah.
complains a lot.
Well, yeah,
got
I was
some
like,
Rabbit.
Rabbit's kind of a jerk, right?
Yeah, Rabbit's a little bit of a
He's
jerk.
like a real bummer.
Prick.
Get out of here.
Miles, I think you're Christopher Robin.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I could see you in those little shorts.
I was just shot.
Now imagine me in the ear.
such a look.
I could see you in those little shorts.
see you in those little shorts.
I think people would get a real kick out of us doing a live nationwide tour of us just doing stories from Pooh.
Actually, if we can get the rights, but then they're just like, just appropriately twisted.
Oh yeah,
I would
we'll make
definitely
it
see
dark
that
and
show.
spooky.
Yeah.
People like that.
That's what adults like.
Ooh,
Pooh
call it.
still
You call it Eeyore Kills.
Can we call it Spooky Poo?
Spooky Pooh.
Well, now it's time for a segment where you hear an embarrassing story about
yeah.
me,
Oh,
and I leave the room.
Okay.
Introducing my buddy Eric.
That's
Yay.
right. Yeah, go on.
Thank you guys for having me.
Eric,
Of
so
course.
great to have you on the show. One question that's on all of our minds: what's wrong with Ned?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Ned?
I'm gonna stoke some controversy here.
Here we go.
So this is a story. Ned has his version of the story. It's the showdown between my brother and Ned, 9-year-old Ned, 5-year-old my brother Andrew.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
And it's the golf club incident of 1996.
Wow.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
got so many titles.
Wow.
Showdown for colon.
Yeah.
Wait, and Ned is 4 years older.
Yeah, Ned's 4 years older, and we're playing in the backyard, and we're playing golf, little kid golf. Ned had his like new first set of like metal golf clubs, like the real thing, not the plastic ones
Classic
anymore.
privilege, yeah.
And
They're in Florida. That's all you do there.
and what a lot of people don't know about Ned is he was kind of intimidating as a kid, especially me. Like I was a year younger, and older Ned, he was bigger, he was kind of scary. And
He had a
then
bag full of clubs.
He had a bag full of clubs.
He carried his bag full of metal sticks everywhere.
Exactly. And then my brother likes to push people's buttons. And my brother gets a hold of one of the golf clubs, and Ned's not too happy about it. So he's like, Andrew, give me back my golf club.
Whoa. And
my brother's like, my brother's my little brother. He's being a little brother. He's like, no, I'm not giving you back your golf club.
Yeah.
And so Ned's starting to get angry. My brother's starting to get scared. And
Did he beat your brother with a
Your brother was
violence.
literally clubbing a 5-year-old. Get me there.
You're like, it's such a fun old story about
yeah,
childhood.
but the thing is, my brother has a golf
Some
club in his hand, not Ned. And Ned had a way of running when he was that age where he ran like head first like a velociraptor.
He still does.
It was terrifying.
Full throttle.
So so words are exchanged. I'm just sitting there just watching this. I'm like, oh, this is gonna end very badly. So Ned just charges my brother like head first, like
Whoa.
he's like a linebacker going going after my brother. My brother freaks out and he just goes for a swing.
Yeah.
It takes him out, hits him right in the head.
Oh,
blood
wow.
everywhere.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
My God.
It was a terrifying scene. Luckily,
whoa,
everyone
whoa.
was.
So let's just do a slow-mo replay.
Yeah.
Your 5-year-old brother has a metal club in his hand.
Yeah.
What is it? A driver, a putter? Where we were
I think it was,
a
an
wedge.
iron.
Five
It was an
iron.
iron.
Nice.
Yeah, probably like a pitching wedge or
Okay.
5 iron, something like that.
Ned, angry, runs head first
Yeah.
towards your brother.
Sort of a Naruto run is what I think.
This 5-year-old takes it, and in an act of self-defense, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how Ned would phrase it.
Now,
He
where
has
did it hit?
I think it was like kind of like right on the top of the head.
Now,
Yeah,
now
right
tell
on
me.
the top of the head.
Now,
Wow.
tell me, was it like a did he cock back
Yeah,
and swing, or was it just a?
he cocked back. My brother was standing there. He was like Barry Bonds, like ready to.
So this wasn't like a swat, like a
No,
fly swatter.
he gave a full.
And
Full
you
swing.
sure that that age he was 5 and not 4?
Very nice.
So dumb. God.
This is a maybe a funny story now, but that's terrible. That's
So wait,
horrifying.
what was
It
the
is so
fallout? What
scary.
happened
And that, by the way,
after?
that explains a lot, I think.
Yeah, so my brother got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Ned was very upset. Ned's parents were very upset. My parents were very upset. It took a while to mend that relationship because Ned was hurt by it. I mean, it was
Ned
no
okay?
joke.
Yeah, Mr. Fulmer, can we get you in here? Oh my God.
Was he fine?
Yeah.
He was bleeding
must
everywhere.
have been
Oh my
so
God.
scary.
Yeah. It was terrifying.
Now, did he need stitches or anything?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
What's different about Ned's version? Does he make himself out to be like, I wasn't that hurt? Like,
Or no,
what-
maybe he
it was
wasn't
more like
charging
he's
him.
just trying to take the golf club from my
and he
brother,
hit him.
and my brother just.
I see. So
I heroically went to save the club.
Now there's
the
the story.
charge,
Here's
I
a
see.
story I think you should spin. Ned was like a really stupid kid, and then after this freak accident, he wakes up and he's like, "Wow,
brilliant.
X times Y equals Yale,"
Yeah.
and he
Whoa.
is the most brilliant child in the world.
I don't know.
Do you guys want to, when Ned comes back in, should we be like, I cannot believe you charged that poor innocent boy?
I honestly just wish we all had access to a
Oh yeah,
golf club
I do
right
think
now.
that.
Yeah, I just want to be holding a golf
Wait,
club.
do you
when
have
it
your
comes-
mini golf? Is it in the closet?
Maybe in the closet.
Oh my God! I think we have. Keith has mini golf clubs.
I do think Ned should have the
No.
opportunity to say his side of the story, defend himself.
But wouldn't it be so funny if we make it all seem like we're against him?
But clearly, y'all made up because you were the best man, and
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, I didn't hit him in the head with a golf club.
and you didn't hit him in the.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You were caught between two parties there.
Yeah, I'm just observing this. It was kind of like a slow motion train wreck because I see Ned's head go down and he's running, and I'm like, oh no, and I know my brother.
Oh my God! Keith has a golf club.
Wow.
Okay, so should we? We'll ask Ned back in.
Yeah.
But Keith, maybe you should hide the golf club.
Yeah.
And Ned knew what story you were going to tell.
No, he has no idea. I
Oh,
told
he had
this.
no idea.
Yeah.
He asked for an embarrassing one. You chose a traumatic one.
Yeah, Ned's so embarrassing. You got hit in the face.
Dude, you bled.
Loser.
That's so. Oh my God.
Wow. Does your brother still have guilt about it?
He was 5.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I think he was just afraid,
Yeah.
and he I think he's playing the self defense card there.
He's backed into a corner.
Yeah.
So how are we playing this?
We're gonna bring Ned back in,
Yeah.
and then we're all gonna tell him that this story really impacted our perception of him,
Yeah.
and then say that explains a lot. And Keith will then take the lead with the reveal.
No, and I think actually for the reveal, it'd be like, if Ned gets defensive, it'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ned?
That was a fantastic story. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, thanks.
incredible.
I'm
I
glad
had no idea Ned was so awful.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We just really couldn't believe that you could do that.
I know that your opinion of me has forever changed.
It definitely has.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't need to be here.
So we heard about
Yeah, what'd you hear
We
about?
heard about a time where you were a little too violent.
something you did
Yeah.
to someone very close to Eric.
Well, we thought it would be embarrassing, but it was actually a little.
At first, I thought it would be behavior that was like part of the course, but it clearly wasn't what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure which story you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just don't.
holy shit.
I just,
Violent behavior
Yeah.
towards somebody.
I mean, his brother was 5.
Yeah.
This is the origins of Full Throttle Fulmer.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it is.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna hold something that you did as a kid against you. We've all made mistakes, so it's.
What story is this?
Ned, calm down.
Ned, calm down.
jeez.
Okay.
Ned,
I'm getting hysterical.
Ned, calm down. Calm down. Ned, calm down.
God.
Calm down. You can
God.
have it back when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
The end of the year always makes me sad. It's just the shorter days, it gets dark, it's gloomy, and I'm just like, seasonal depression. Welcome back into my life. I could use someone to talk to, and thanks to BetterHelp, I do have someone to talk to. I use BetterHelp. I love BetterHelp. It is so great to have a licensed professional therapist that you can match with. You get to do it from your home. The scheduling is easy. I have an appointment right after this. I can do it from my office if I want. You get to chat with them online in a safe, secure way. You're gonna get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you get to have those weekly video or phone sessions, right? And then sometimes you need to try a couple people to find the best match for you. BetterHelp makes it easy. You can try different counselors until you find someone who you click with. So many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today. And as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/tripod. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/tripod.
I know that the first 9 of many people's lives are tough, but the back 9 is normally easier.
I think I remember this story now. Where did you get a golf club?
That's for me to know, and you find out, Ned. Come run at me, Ned. Come and get it.
Come and get it.
That story ended with me getting hit in the face with a golf club. I was the one who was bleeding from my skull.
Ned, please contain yourself. I use this.
Oh God! The flashbacks are happening.
To quote the witness, he lowered his head and charged like a velociraptor.
Yeah.
That was that.
So it was self-defense. So what was his brother to do?
Yeah.
This poor innocent child is being attacked by Full Throttle Fulmer.
Yeah.
I was just standing there. I was definitely just standing there because I remember the club, which was a driver, by the way.
A driver.
Coming down and feeling like in slow motion, clocking me on the head, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, there's blood.
He said it was an iron. He said it was an
Iron
iron.
with butter.
He thought it might have been a wedge or an iron.
He said it could have been a wedge, a gentle wedge.
Maybe it was a
Plastic
wedge.
club.
I thought it was a driver.
They would all hurt.
They would all
That would
hurt.
all hurt.
Still have a bump.
You still have a bump?
Well,
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Honestly, the driver might have hurt less than a wedge just because
Yeah,
it's
that's
a round
true.
rather than a thin line of impact.
That's why I was surprised at the blood.
Yeah.
It seemed like such a.
Yeah.
We were definitely having an argument. I don't remember about what. I don't remember
it was the
charging him. Jeez.
Well, that was fun for us. I got a handful of puns in, and that felt good.
That was pretty good.
You really crushed it.
You know, that should maybe be a new segment. Is I love the shift in perception of childhood
Yeah.
moments
From one
completely
perspective
different.
to another.
Yeah.
My story as told by someone else.
Did my dad tell his moment of the story of my mom being on the phone with him, me coming inside, and then her saying, "Oh my God, there's so much blood," and hanging up abruptly?
Oh, no.
I'll save it for another time then.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
it's
we
almost
can,
Christmas.
hey,
Hi,
Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Oh, what is that?
All right.
This is a new Try Guys merch.
Oh, shit.
This
Whoa.
is it, or is this a sample? Of course, I sign off on all merch.
Oh, look at
Zach
that.
is the approval
This is
boy.
cool.
Oh, is it it's a windbreaker.
Look at
Yes.
this tracksuit.
Oh, that looks
Dope.
fresh.
Should I try this on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on.
It looks
right,
so
well,
Put it
good.
on.
That
Tell
is
us
cute.
about here. I'll get changed while you tell us about your mom finding out that you were covered in blood.
Well, I mean, I put my own hand up there and then was like, and ran inside. And you know, your scalp, it bleeds quite a lot.
a lot of blood up there.
lot. So I think by the time I ran inside, my mom,
Really good for sound.
yeah. Oh, he's taking
Oh,
his whole
God.
pants off. Jesus. Oh, my God.
I saw
Zach,
too
how
much.
old is this underwear?
What? This is new.
This is new? Why is it so thin?
It's really thin. It's
It's
way
like
too
this
thin.
almost
You know what? I've been
translucent.
gaining a
Thin.
lot of weight from working out. Nothing fits me
Going
anymore.
straight to your dick.
Yeah.
I gained a lot of weight in my dick.
what do you want me to do, guys? Where do you want me? Okay,
We already had Eugene saying he wants to see Miles
Okay.
in boy shorts.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Everyone
that
close
wasn't
your eyes.
Zach
me.
flashing his dong at
That was
everyone.
Eeyore.
That was Eeyore.
Eeyore needs joy in his life.
Oh, my God.
There we go. There we go. Now he's got
Well,
pants
they
on.
do look good.
They do look really cool.
Frosh.
They're like snow pants.
Oh,
kinda.
it's a full zip. Oh, a full zip on top.
I'm liking this.
I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we've got it's like
all
a
the way.
Yeah, zip it up.
Wow, this is cool.
Very 80s.
so
it's
80s.
very 80s. It's a full jumpsuit. There's little like diagonal stripe moments on the bottom.
Do they still call these windbreakers? We called them windbreakers.
Yeah,
as
it's like
kids.
a windbreaker.
Yeah.
Break that wind.
Gotta break my hand. Wow, that
I
is
like
loud.
That
I
is
like
fun.
how the top is kind of like,
Ooh, it's hot.
you know, stripes. Zach will take it off on the afterpod. Head on over to patreon.com/tryguys to become a triceratops.
Just
Support
it's
the
the
show.
lighting. It looks it's
Thin.
just like a little thin.
It did look a little translucent, didn't it?
Yeah,
On,
Just a little
on
bit,
your
Miles.
crotch.
They were
Well, it's not like this tripod ever
can-
blurs people's crotches, right? So
Well,
Right.
after Keith. The Keith
Yeah.
incident.
yeah.
But now it's time for some advice.
Woo!
My
With
penis was
advice
so big
that'll
that
go
day.
for Miles. With Miles Bonsignore.
It's Miles Do you want to be rich as fuck? Hell yeah, I do. Do you feel like your life is slipping by? Have you ever wanted to freaking delete your bod? Not really. Do you want to have a big old Tarzan dick?
What's up, Miles Nation? How's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
Hi.
Ho, ho, ho.
Who's that?
It's me, Christmas Nick.
Oh, Christmas Nick.
That's right. I've been busy down by the North Pool, and I'm telling everybody how to get by this cold winter season.
Prospector Christmas. what do you have to tell us?
Grandpappy.
Have you ever wanted to live in a wonderland?
Wonderlamb?
Yeah.
What's that, son?
What's that? Dad?
Have you ever wanted to revive life from the sink?
Revive life from the sink?
Garbage disposal?
Get your pants off.
Okay.
No, Zach, not again. And revive life from the sink. My advice to you is that plants aren't necessarily dead.
Oh.
Why are your
Okay.
pants off?
Well, Christmas Nick needs to let it hang loose. My advice to you is to get a little bit of water. If you think there's a plant that's dead in your house because you're murdering them like a genocide, you want to sort of. I'm Christmas.
I'll allow it.
We're just going to breeze on by that one, audience. No one's going to draw attention to it. We're just going to breeze on by.
Christmas trees are experiencing a genocide. Chop them off, bring them in the house.
I guess that's
Doubling down.
They're dying inside.
Doubling
kind
down.
of. It's not incorrect.
Every Christmas tree that dies, I feel it in my loins. But my advice to you is that your plants might not necessarily be dead. There was a plant in my house recently, and I thought that plant is dead as fuck. We forgot to water it. It's not in the sun. It's dead. But then with a little bit of care and a little bit of wire,
Wire?
Oh, that's right. Christmas kids. I took a little bit of wire. It was a big tall plant and it was like kind of falling over. And I wired it up and I tasseled it with little nipple tassels and it went up. And then I put water in, I put it in the sun and completely fine. Completely fine plant.
It was just sick.
It was just sick.
It was just
of my
sick.
bullshit. And then
Sick of your shit.
And my shit, sick of my shit. And then I revived it. So my advice to everybody out there living your best lives, trying to not get cold for Christmas, is just your plant's not necessarily dead.
Give your plants a second chance.
Give your plants a second
chance.
chance.com.
Tweet it.
.com.
Wait it.
Tweet it.
You know what I
.org.
learned about plants is that
What's
if
that?
they got little brown bits on them, like the leaves are dying on part of it, cut that out.
Yeah.
Cut that part out because all the water's going there.
Yeah.
They're trying to fix it.
That's right.
And then the rest of the plant starts dying along with it.
Especially a tomato plant.
Especially tomatoes.
Don't even get me started on tomato plants.
Don't you bring us down there because
Like,
we're never going to get out.
We're never going to get out. The way they grow, they keep like splitting, but they split way too much. So you got to pull out the little tiny tendrils. Pea tendrils.
I feel bad for houseplants.
You do?
Interesting. Speak on that.
It's like looking at a caged bird.
Well, some need
But their
to live in the
their
house.
cousins are like,
Yeah.
look at all this fresh air.
That's true.
And the houseplants are like, please put me by a window.
Yeah.
I'm constantly in a state of pain.
Houseplants can sometimes get the shaft, but if they're well maintained,
That's
there's
true.
nothing more beautiful.
Glorious.
I'm not a
Such tender love and care.
fan of plants. Too much work, not enough
Keith.
reward.
Wow.
Not enough reward. What do I get out of it?
Your house is lovely.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
There's oxygen outside and inside already. There's plenty
Because
of
of
oxygen.
plants.
Turns out there's plenty.
There's life. It's what makes
Not
us
because of
human.
your plants,
There's
because
not
of
enough.
forests and oceans.
crops,
Crops help.
wheat.
Those are great, but my plants in my house, plants in my yard, don't need them.
You don't need plants.
I like.
You're telling
them.
me if your backyard was all
Anti-plant.
concrete,
I didn't
you
say
would be
concrete.
happy?
I would rather it be dirt.
where dreams are made of.
You
I know
strike-
for a fact that your lovely wife puts a lot of work into her plants, and I'm
right.
gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call her and
We-
tell her that you don't appreciate
We
it.
did until we got the kitten, and the kitten can't be trusted. So all the plants had to be locked up in a room, and then
I
all the
see.
plants started dying.
This is
That's
why
so
you.
sad.
Keith,
And
Keith,
now they're all
Keith.
dead.
Sounds like
What
you're
about-
resentful.
What about
Sounds like you're
I never wanted them to begin with.
Sounds like you're getting
Keith? What about
I liked seeing them when they were happy and healthy, but also sometimes all of the sinks would be full of Becky's plants because it was watering day,
Yeah.
which meant there was nowhere to wash my hands.
Sounds like
Becky's
you're,
How am I supposed to wash my hands?
Plants.
We're in a
I'll play this so you can
pandemic.
say with us. Becky's
She
plants.
knows they're her plants. She knows.
I'm so sorry that
I have golf
Becky's
clubs.
plants are an
I buy miniature
inconvenience
golf
to your
toys for
hand
children.
washing.
Yeah. Thank you,
You
Zach.
can't wash your
Thanks
hands.
for the apology.
I can't wash my
I can't wash my hands.
what about like succulents and cacti?
They're fine. But also, they're just unpredictable too, aren't
Yeah.
they? Sometimes they just die.
Getting
And I elbowed a cactus the other day on accident. Fuck.
Wow.
Well, those cartoons ain't kidding. You will go, yow! Elbow a cactus. It still hurts. It's been 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Cactus probably heard all that smack you were talking.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
had
watch out.
previously talked about how beautiful I thought that cactus was. And then I elbowed it and I said, fuck this cactus.
I feel like once every 2 years, science comes out with an article. It's like, do you know that when you cut a plant, they actually scream and in agony and pain, and we can measure it. They're screaming all the time. Ha ha.
What?
Yeah,
it's
you hear that
true.
shit? Like when
No.
you cut grass, they emit.
Yeah.
Grass
Express it as a BuzzFeed headline, and then maybe I'll.
Just did. Oh my
If I only eat meat. No
Yeah,
plants.
exactly.
But
I
don't
want
you
to
get?
hear the screams. I don't want no secret screams.
Yeah, apparently grass like warns grass nearby that it's getting hurt.
That's horrifying.
It's terrible. It's
really
like the
horrible.
most-
Yeah, it's
Through
bizarre.
chemicals.
I don't know, through some kind of releasing a chemical of some sort. I don't know. It's pretty wild, but that's all the time we got for today. Listen to Try After Pod on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/try guys. We'll see you over there. And it's still time for you to get some Christmas gifts if you forgot about that family member, or maybe you rekindled a lost love.
An old flame.
An old flame. We need to give
They
them a
would
nice
love-
hoodie.
They would love a Ned Collectaboy.
They would love a collectible boy. Hey, maybe you want a 3-pack of hot sauce. Maybe you want a cookbook. Maybe you want some tea. Or maybe you want to invest in Eugene's dark secrets.
If that were an option, I would do that.
Can we just make on the Try Guys, the merch site, just $5 toward Eugene's secret plan and see if people buy it?
I bet a lot of people
They
would.
might. Okay.
Okay. Grass is crying. Keith is with the official TryPod theme song.
Oh, ouch, I just got cut. Everybody around me, watch out, there's a lawnmower about. I'm saying, oh, ouchie, I just got cut. Everyone around me, watch out, there's a lawnmower about. TryPod.
Until next time, stay beautiful.
Ned, calm down.